What's good, y'all? What's good? What's good? Y'all come on up in here. Y'all already know what I'm doing. That's why I ain't showing my face. YouTube is not about to take my coin for the illegal activities that's going on around here. Well, it really ain't illegal, but they still gonna take my damn coin, bitch, and I ain't got time. What's good, everybody? What's good? What's good? What's good? Y'all already know what to do. Y'all like this video before y'all come in here. I keep got to have this speech with y'all. The likes and the comments help the videos push through the algorithm of YouTube. So if y'all want there to be way more people being T-subs and T-squats, spam that like and spam the comments. Now, it's 14,000 of y'all. If y'all want there to be 15, y'all spam it on up. I love y'all too. What's good, The Truth? What's good, CC Freak? What's good, Carla? What's good, Caddy? What's good, Ebony? What's good, TJ Naturally? What's good, Sherry? What's good, Urel? What's good, Ann Plush Bunny? What's good, Deja? What's good, Tracy? What's good, Simply Miss T? What's good, Frida? What's good, Major? I'm glad you hit that like button. What's good, Saki? What's good, Tina? What's good, Khadijah? What's good, Truth Be Told? What's good, Lexi Arthur? What's good, Pookie's wife? Pookie! What's good, April Morgan? What's good, Cute as a button? I'm great. How are you? What's good, Christina? What's good, Shayna? What's good, Shots with T? What's good, Miss Bella? Shots with T, congratulations. You're a new moderator. You always be coming up in here and cackling and kicking with everybody. I feel like you're a loyal person, so I don't mind getting it to you. Oh, y'all, Scotty's watching Married to Medicine. I only know that because he just put a review out, and I guess he's reviewing it. Y'all, I can't do it. I'm sorry. Okay, if I want to see a cesspool like that, I just go to work. What's good, Vita? Congratulations, Vita. You are also a new moderator. Congratulations, S. Collins. You are a new moderator. What's good, Danielle? What's good, Just Coco? What's good, Rochelle? What's good, Keisha? April Morgan. What's good, R. Nicole? R. Nicole, congratulations. You're a new mod. What's good, Caitlin? What's good, Autumn? Yeah, his review just went up. What's good, y'all? Y'all know I got to do my intros so all the late hoes can come up in here. I keep trying to I tell y'all every time, don't meet me here, beat me here. What's good, Erica Jones? What's good, Mina Ruth? What's good, Bianca? What's good, Dominique? Ciao. We ain't got that much to talk about. I can't believe y'all got Scotty to review Married to Medicine. I've been dead set against it. Since we have new moderators, can I go back to talking ST? You know you could have done your illegal activities before this thing went live. I know I could have, but I decided to do it or when I decided to do it. And no, just for that, you can't. You got to stay on clock. You got to stay on clock at least. Matter of fact, no, I take that back. I'll let you come back on clock for Real Housewives. I might need mine then. Because I got like 6 or 7 dislikes. And I really ain't even said nothing that bad on the review. I really didn't. What's good, baby hustler? I appreciate the super chat, babe. Good morning to you too, baby. Married to Medicine is good. Nah, I'm all right. Y'all got it. I'm waiting for some more people. Scotty appreciates the people. We love Scotty. Okay. Y'all should love me too because I pointed y'all into his direction. How about that? Just for that, I ain't finna review it. Just for that, I ain't finna review it. So whatever y'all want my opinion on for that, you just ain't gonna get it. Y'all make sure to like this video on y'all way here. See, look, I got a dislike already. See, I ain't even opening my mouth, y'all. I ain't started no review yet. I guess y'all already know. This got the potential to go left really quickly. Y'all like this video up. Like it up. Like it up. Y'all like this video on up. See, as many more subscribers I get, I gotta have a lot of moderators. You know what I'm saying? Because I never know. Sometimes my chats be in a few hundreds, and then there was that one time my chats was in the thousands. So, you know, I just want to make sure I got enough moderators to go around. Wherever the chat number decides to hit, you better believe I got mods in there that's gonna snipe bitches from the goddamn bushes. What's good, Julia Jaws? We about to get started in a minute. Y'all like this video up? Like it up, like it up, like it up, like it up. All right. Hold on. I gotta do this timestamp so when I edit the video, I can have the time codes for y'all. I gotta show Scotty how to do the time codes for the damn panel. Hold on, y'all. All right. So the first joint that's up. So the first joint that's up is Belle Collective. Y'all already know that. That's the first show. Hold on, let me timestamp this. All right, you guys, Belle Collective. So Belle Collective is hold on, my bad, y'all. All right. Hold on. Let me get on, come on camera. Lord Jesus. All right. What's good, everybody? Y'all see me? Y'all feel better now? Is life good? Y'all LG, life's good? All right. Not LG Lyrica Garrett. That ain't her name no more. Now her name is a WB Fraud. Belle Collective. Belle Collective, this was the finale episode. 9 episodes. Okay. Sip and see. I mean, for a finale episode, it was a little yang around the house. I mean, it gave what it normally did. You know, it didn't add nothing to it, and it really didn't take much from it. It was what it was. What's good, Brandon? How you doing? Hold on. Do y'all want to know something that's interesting? I went back and I read in my emails because I'm kind of backed up on my emails. I got a lot of y'all emails, and I'm sorry. I'm still reading through them, so don't get in y'all feelings about it. And somebody came into my inbox in my email and said that Marie's brother went live a while back and said that he was the one who bought Marie the house that she lived in, and how we need to stop dogging her out because like that's not godly, or that's not of God, or something like that. And I just find it very interesting at how he's trying to cape for Marie when Marie is sitting up here riding this man's coattails. It's like I said in my review. That's that man money. It's not yours. I'm not understanding why he's addressing us for. Your sister is the one who put herself in the villain role. So much like most villains do, they get red. And then the real tea gets spilled out about them. Don't get upset with us. Your sister, the one that came up here on the TV with the bullshit. I'm not understanding why it's how is what we doing ungodly and what she's doing is not. Like, this bitch ain't even living in her damn truth. Like, come on now. Like, let's just be real. Like, let's just analyze this situation for a second, because I'm not understanding what her brother is saying. It's just like the situation with Darius. Listen, I want to believe that. I'm choosing to, because I haven't looked it up. I'm choosing to believe that Darius was once in the NBA and he once was somebody. That's fine. As of right now, he's just giving me dirty piece of trade who looks sick. Like, every time he come on camera, he like, that's what I mean. Like, if you was around like-minded people that was actually somebody, you would know how to come to the scene looking. Like, this the second time, like, this time he looked worse than he did the first time when they went on the couples date. He looked worse this time. Like, he came up here with literally a Dollar Tree shirt on and some Goodwill slacks. Like, standing next to Marie. Like, girl, quiet as it kept. Is it me, or did they look like a lowercase b sitting standing side by side each other? His big tall ass and then her short, small, tripod shaped ass standing side by side each other. Like, Lord have mercy, Jesus. Listen, Bruss, don't get upset with us. Marie is the reason why. Listen, blame Marie for why everybody is reading her ass down to the ground. Include myself, Bondi, Scotty, Jaylee, and everybody else that reviewed this show. She the one that got up here with this attitude, so she's getting read down. I don't know what you want from us. Anyway, so the episode continues off with the couple. I just really wanted to get that to y'all because I had no idea that I had that email, and that was from months ago. And I'm like, well, I don't know what he's upset with us for. She the one who came up here with the bullshit. Anyway, she do. Y'all know when I wish I took that picture, I would have put it up here. Y'all know when y'all saw that picture of that man, of Darius and Marie standing side by side each other, they look like a lowercase b. They did. Lord, imagine a lowercase b and trace their asses in a girl. Y'all go gag. I promise y'all. Anyway, Marie, I hated your outfit. I didn't like your outfit at all. Oh my God, my husband just laughed so loud outside. I hear him all the way upstairs. Not Dollar Tree pants. No, that was a Dollar Tree shirt. Them pants was Goodwill realness. And it's no shade. Goodwill be having some good clothes, but you know, you supposed to be a millionaire, and that's supposed to be your man. He's a representation of you. You never catch Essie coming on the scene looking any old kind of way. She be tight from her outfits down to her hair. And so my thing is, if you really want us to believe this storyline that this is your new man, he's a representation of you. This is your new business opening amongst them good white people, and he's sitting up there looking like that. Like, what in the Sanford and Son junkyard did this my descendants? Is this like, that's what he gave. He gave us Sanford and Son realness and what he had on. I preferred his first look over this look. Anyway, Marie, I hated your outfit. Don't wear that outfit no more. Marie talking about Darius and how she's known him for 16 plus years, and she met him through her brother, because her brother played NBA too. We already talked about that. And then Glenn proposes to Latasha. Y'all, I really didn't give a damn about their proposal. Like, I don't know. I just like I don't know. Like, I just really don't care about their marriage or whatever they're supposed to be with each other like that. So I just cared. I mean, y'all jumped through all of those hoops and all of those hurdles with this fake ass storyline about how y'all went to a balance coach and all of the rest of that, and then y'all doing contracts and all of that just for him to just whatever. The ladies go down to K-Line house to meet that stinking ass goat, Capricorn. Listen, out of this whole thing, out of this whole scene, because I really didn't give a damn about nothing that they talked about. The only thing that really disturbed my spirit and my soul was how she named that goat Capricorn. When we all know Capricorns are not the goat. Okay? Pisces are the goat. All right? So that's strike 1 and 2 in my book. Then the goat had the nerve to have on a diaper and a sweater for 3. Kaylon, listen, your house is way too pretty and way too white people dignified for it to be having a stinking ass goat running all around the damn house with a sweater and a pamper on. Like, that's some white women shit. Why you think that's cute? I want to know what the house smelled like. I know the house smelled like goat. I know it did. I know it did. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Then you brought it around these women and they already think you racist. You better watch your damn goat because they go send it right to OG. And they say OG, the people say OG be having the goat falling off the bone. You better watch your damn goat. Anyway, so then Latrice invites the lady to her event, and then the legendary and incomparable Dr. Antoinette is still stressing about her business opening. You know, she's stressed out. Shout out to A Tribe Called Quest featuring Faith Evans. Y'all don't know nothing about that. So Latrice's launch party. Listen, I go in and let have on Cliff only because it's funny. I really don't have a problem with Cliff. All right? I really don't have a problem with Cliff. I just like talking about him. He's an easy read. Like, he could sit down in the scene, and I'm telling you, you got about 15 good zingers by the end of his segment. Like, it's just fun to do it, so I do it. But I don't really have an issue with Cliff. My only concern is I don't like how he constantly wants to steal the spotlight from Latrice. Like, case in point, when she was trying to take the pictures, he just had to jump into the picture with her. Now, don't get me wrong. It's one thing if she's taking a picture and she's like, come on, babe, get in the picture with me. Or if the photographer says, oh, I see your husband right there. Why don't you call him over here and he gets in the picture with you? All right, that's cool. And just like even when she's in scenes with the females and she's just filming with them, anytime the camera is panned onto her and he's there, we see his ugly ass face in the camera in the back somewhere. It's just weird to me. It's like everywhere she is, he's there. Maybe it's because he's in his 50s. All right. Because my mama was in her 60s when she passed. He's not too far behind my mama. All right. So maybe no shade. But maybe it's because she's in his 50s and, you know, she's a little young supple-breasted. She my age. So he protecting his investment. He protecting his little young tender. I ain't all the way mad at it. But for all of that, get a page or something. Like doing some creepy over, you know, you got to look over your shoulder type shit. And I just don't like that. Latrice's products grows nationally. Even with the Claremont twins thieving ass faces up there, they still taking it nationally. And I think she deserves it. So congratulations to you, Latrice. So Marie and Essie business opening. And this is where I went in and I have on Darius at the beginning of this thing. Y'all listen. Listen. Y'all cannot tell me Darius. Y'all cannot tell me Darius did not look like a recovering addict that started going to church and he started getting him a real good job and he on his up and up. Like, that's how he looks. Like, he looks like he hit so rock bottom, he can't go no further than that. Well, I thought he couldn't have until he got into this shit with Marie. Now I think even lower him. But I don't like, am I wrong, y'all? Like, my parents are old school. My daddy never went anywhere looking any old kind of way. especially when it came to something that was honoring my mama. You know, my daddy was the type, he wore fedoras and cane gloves. You know what I'm saying? My daddy had canes and leather coats and leather gloves and shit. You know what I mean? That's how, when my daddy stepped out, he stepped out. You know what I mean? So whatever. So then she talks about her new beginning with Darius. Listen, if y'all only seen how uncomfortable Essie's face was while she was sitting there trying to sell this story. Marie, please live in your truth. It's not fair to Essie. It's really not. Essie already had to share her home with your ex-wife, Miss Listen, I don't have a problem with Miss Cedric either. I prefer Miss Cedric over Darius. At least Miss Cedric know how to dress when he come up on the scene. Miss Cedric wouldn't have been caught dead in what he had on, ever. Whatever, y'all. So then Tambra meets with that Damon. The only thing that was interesting or good to look at was Damon. Everything else about this she could have kept. I don't care about what she got going on with these babies, with the show. Listen, I feel like Tambra gave the most common thing that women give just so that they could say that they could be vulnerable. But I just feel like there's way more to Tambra than just her fibroids. And I'm really upset that we didn't get that. Like, I just felt like if we got to know more about Tambra on a personal level, I think we would actually relate to her. I would. I feel like people could actually relate to her. But she too busy up here giving this Sweet Valley High, this whole schoolgirl Barbie doll book. And I still ain't like the way she poured out that cup on that man. Now I understand she got fibroids and all that. I get all of that. But at the end of the day, I mean, are you gonna jack them off? You gonna suck them off? Are you gonna help in the process or something? Like, you already in the woods, child. Then let me tell it, they probably did that. They probably did that when the cameras left and that bitch walked off. That bitch walked off, dust to her knees with a cup of that man, with a cup full of that man's sperm in her damn purse. See how these women do? Oh, vulture. Anyway, so Latasha meets with Laree, and then Marie says that she was going to Dr. Antoinette's Sipacy. She wants to embrace her because, you know, they're business women and they got to stick together. So, you know, she's doing whatever. Fine. So then Latasha starts crying about how Fair Street wasn't going to happen. But Latasha, you knew it won't go happen. And we knew it won't go happen. Daughter, stop playing with us. It was never going to happen. All right. And then people got tired of playing this little charade with you. Not even for Carlos King would they continue to tie themselves up with your shenanigans. And I don't blame them. I told you, start small. Rent out the clubhouse down to your apartment complex where y'all really live at. All right. Rent that out with the people first and see how that does. You know, you got to work your way up. You already trying to jump into this thing, making LeBron moves. You can't come in there with iPhone expectations, but come in there with Android money. It don't work like that, daughter. Anyway, y'all like that analogy? I know y'all did. So, Dr. Antoinette Sipacy, even though that building won't nowhere near done, she still managed to make her look presentable enough to do her. I'm an Android user, so get out your feelings. If I can read an Android and I am an Android user, y'all can live with the read. Anyway, I loved her red dress. She looked absolutely phenomenal and impeccable in her red dress. I lived for it. It gave me what I needed to get, so I was here for it. Excuse me, David comes in looking fine as wine and looking right. Dennis, take notes. This is how you go when you supposed to support your lady. This is how you step out in public with your lady when you show support. You saw how he came in a nice tailor suit, nice slacks. His hair was cut. He looked good. He looked like he showered and shaved and all that good. Like that's how you show up for your woman. Take notes, Darius. Take notes. So Dr. Antoinette feels like Latrice and Kaylon can get over their situation with Marie and be friends. Listen, legendary and incomparable. Check this out. Stop trying to mix friends. It's never gonna work. I feel like if you're really trying to be friends with Marie, you could be friends with Marie while still being friends with them. And you don't even have to make those two worlds collide. If you find something good in Marie and you want to expel on that, that's fine. But stop trying to bring them together. It's never going to work. They're never going to see it for each other. Stop trying to bring them together. I hate when people do that. It's not going to work. If you want to be friends with Marie or give her a chance, do that. Stop trying to force them to do what you're doing. Moving on. So then Dr. Antoinette called and FaceTimed her dad. I appreciated that scene. Latasha tells the ladies that Fair Street was not going to happen. I felt like it was rude as hell for you to use that time to try to drudge up what them ladies already knew. I just didn't like that. I felt like that took away from this woman and what we really here for. Like, for real. Like, I can't have no sympathy for you, Latasha, because like I said, you aimed way too high. You need to cut it. Moving on. So then Latrice and Marie talking. That was the end of this episode. Y'all, that scene really triggered me because, first of all, I'm not understanding why Latrice apologized to Marie for anything. I'm not understanding it. Unless there was a scene that was cut out that we didn't get to see. Unless everybody is right and they want to blame production for making Marie out to look like whatever. But I'm just totally confused and perplexed and befuddled as to how Latrice offered her an apology and then Marie took it and then went on this whole Martin Luther King, I had a dream speech, this whole Whitney Houston featuring Shaka Khan, I'm every woman, hear me roar type thing. Like, and then Latrice just sat there and took it. Listen, Latrice, you was Latrice in that moment. I really wanted Pumpkin to come out. Because if I was you, Pumpkin would have came out at that point. I mean, listen, we know you classy based. We know you bougie. I'm going to need for Pumpkin to come out eventually. Like, I was completely confused. Like, I was sitting here like, it got to be something that we missed. Production had to have left something out. Because I'm confused. Was I the only one? All right, y'all. That was the end of Belle Collective. Lord, we got through that. Now we got to, Lord. Now we got to deal with Dear God in Heaven. Now we got to deal with Love and Marriage Huntsville, y'all. This was season 2. I think this was season 2, episode 17. I want to say this was. Hold on, I got to timestamp this. All right, Love and Marriage Huntsville, y'all. Season 2, episode 17. Hold on. I had to look up the damn title because for whatever reason it didn't show on TV. But the title name is I'ma Fix My Life, child. I don't even think I'ma. And she's a whole shaman. I don't even think she's able to help out Melody or Latasha because both of them are guilty of the same damn thing. Neither one of them really wants to take ownership for the part that they played and why their friendship deteriorated. That's how I see it. That's how I feel. Don't at me in none of the comments. All right? Because a lot of y'all was at me in the comments trying to plead the case for Letitia. I don't give a damn. Tisha was the one who sat on stage and said out of her mouth about the whole situation about the BMW. So then that's and she also all but accused Mel of either wanting to sleep with Marceau or thought about sleeping with Marceau or whatever the case may be. It was only after that Mel brought up the whole thing about her man having 20 girlfriends. And while I don't believe it's 20, I do believe it's about 5 or 6 of them. All right? I've always stuck to that. I do believe it's about 5 or 6 of them. It ain't 20, though. It ain't 20, but it is about a good 5 or 6 of them. Tisha keeps wanting to start from when Mel committed an offense to her. Tisha don't never want to start with from the very beginning of how she felt insecure because Melody was too busy, because that's when Melody was finding out about Martell. Well, I think she personally been knew about Ariana Curry. She just found out again. And that's why she wasn't there for Letitia like that. Letitia got in her feelings and got in her bag. You know what I'm saying? And then that's how this entire situation started. That's how I feel about the situation. Period. Now, Marceau was given an opportunity to a young lady who's an architect. I can't think of the young lady's name, but shout out to Marceau for giving that black queen, a young black queen at that, you know, a chance to show her talents and to get somewhere. So then Martell comes back to check on Marceau since the accident, child. People said that he got into the accident because he was too busy doing something he ain't had no business doing. Look, I just want to say that he was coming from doing something and he didn't want to be late. And so in the time of not being late, and you already know how traffic is, and then somebody also don't want to be late, and then they bumped into him and then he bumped into the other person. Like, I don't want to think it's because he had somebody else in the car and he was doing something he had no business doing. I mean, anyway, Martell talks about the 47 acres not being a no-go, and Marceau gives some great advice. I can appreciate the advice that Marceau gave him because Marceau's whole thing was you're trying to protect yourself from hitting rock bottom. You can't do that. You got to hit rock bottom. You're going to have to hit rock bottom and you're going to have to feel it. You're going to have to stew in it. You're going to have to stand up in it. You did it. You created the situation. You created this space. Stop trying to avoid the inevitable from happening. Deal with it. Be a man and deal with it. You was a man when you stuck your dick in this bitch for 5 years. You was a man when you was taking care of her, had her living up in a swanky apartment, buying her shoes and clothes and bags, and because she a hood rat, she gonna go for it. Ariana ain't no innocent victim of this. So he needs to stand up in it. So I was with Marceau on that. I wasn't. Now, Marceau, I will say this. Marceau, these people ain't lying on you. All right. Marceau, you out there doing the same damn thing. The only difference is you're not dumb like he is. You just hitting them and quitting them and you going back home. That's what you're supposed to do. If you're going to go out and get your dick sucked, fuck them and bring your ass home. That's what you're supposed to do. You understand me? You understand me? So at the same time, while it's great advice, I feel like it's great advice, but it's the wrong messenger because you doing the same damn thing. I'm just saying. These people ain't lying on you. It's a whole recording of Ariana Curry being out there talking about it. Has she know one of the young ladies? I'm just saying. Moving on. So then Melody and Marlene talk. So then Melody asks, Marlene asked her, did she cheat? And Melody was like, no, I didn't cheat. I moved out. I signed a lease somewhere else and I met somebody for 3 weeks. I didn't have sex with them. She said, but even if I did, that's not cheating. At that point, I left my house. I went someplace else. That's not cheating. She said cheating is being in an affair for 5 years. And out of all of the babies that she did have, because listen, this isn't Ariana's first pregnancy with Martell. This is just the only one that they keeping. And I think it probably hurts her even more at the fact that it's a boy. Because I do remember she wanted Melania to be a boy. But it wasn't, it was a girl. And then now you got the sad chick having the boy that you wanted. But at this point, is Ariana, put a 1 in the chat if you consider Ariana a sad chick. Put a 2 in the chat if you consider Ariana a teammate. I feel like at this point, y'all bitches are teammates. She had your man for 5 years. That's way past a sad chick status. That's way past sad chick status. Girl, 5 more years, they common law married. I'm just saying. Y'all spamming 2s in the chat like a jack. Y'all spamming 2s in the chat like a bug. Child. That's how I feel. I just feel like they teammates at this point. Ain't no more sad chick. She had that dick for 5 years. That's her dick. She got the right to call you at this point. That's how I look at it. She got the right to call you. If she called your phone, she got the right to do it. That's 5 years. Anyway, so she tells her about him going for full custody. And I love Marlene's approach because that's old school. She said, listen, I'm the grandmama. I'm not responsible for raising no children. That's you the mama, he the daddy. Y'all are raising them. Like when she said that, she laughed at it. Like that's why I'm not taking this stuff seriously when it comes to him and that. Like he barely got time now. He barely got time now. Like, child, get the hell out of here with that. So then they talk about the new baby being a boy and all of that. So then Marceau, well, like Letitia does something special for Marceau. Excuse me. What I found interesting in that scene was the conversation that they had. And when she was talking to him about why she wanted to have her own, and then he rebuts, well, see, the reason why I feel the way I feel is because at the beginning I told you, you don't have to worry about you making money. I'll pay all the bills. He said, so that's why I wanted it that way. But I felt where Letitia was coming from. And this is why. That's just like with me. We didn't know my daddy was going to die. My daddy died when I was in the 4th grade. My mama worked a little odds and ends here and there. Not that she had to, because she did it. My daddy had his own company. But she chose to do it anyway. Because you never know what life is going to throw. Then my dad got sick. We found out he got sick. Then months later after that, he died. Like it happened that quick. And then my mom became a single parent with me. Because by that point, my brother was an adult. He had already moved out. He had a family of his own that he was about to raise. You know what I'm saying? So I understood where Letitia was coming from. Why would you not want me to go out here and make something of myself? God forbid something happens to you. I'm able to still be able to afford to keep the same lifestyle that I'm used to, that your kids are used to. Like, you should want that from me. But it goes back to what we've been saying, Letitia. He don't want you out the house. He was able to go out and do whatever the hell he wanted to do because you were stuck in the house with the children all day. I mean, I'm just saying. So then Melody drops the kids off to Martell, and then Martell wants to talk about how he doesn't want her to move to Atlanta, and and blah 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 blah. And I think that's where that recording came from. And I think that's why Martell made that recording, is to try to use that to have an excuse as to why she don't need to be around there and why them kids don't need to be around there, because she's allowing her brother to hit his kids. That's where that's coming from. That's where all of that stuff from. See, that's why I said Martell is the most dangerous person to be around, because Martell will have a woman on Deadly Women, on the case with Paula Zahn, on Motive for Murder, Dangerous Affairs. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit. Forensic Files, the first 48. I Am Homicide. Joe Kendall and all them. Anyway, so then Maurice decides to talk to Jalen about his future. Listen, Maurice, let me explain something to you. I get what you're doing because it took you 40 years to figure out what you wanted to do for your life. And maybe that's why you're trying to stop him from going down the same road that you did. But at the end of the day, where's Monster? Like, I feel like you're trying to give all of this advice to Jalen, and then you just so focused on Jalen. But where's Monster? Like, I thought you had Monster. And then considering the fact that they bundled it up and wearing hoodies and shit, I know it's cold out there, so you got to be homeschooling. Like, where's Monster? Why we don't ever see you giving advice to Monster? Where he at? Because Jalen don't need your advice. Jalen working. Jalen got a 9 to 5 and he's comfortable with his 9 to 5. And so long as he's not living up in your house, eating you out of house and home and not contributing to anything, I'm not understanding why you running around here trying to force him into entrepreneurship. If that's the same shit that you tried to do to Kimmy. And you already admitted that you was wrong for doing that. So now why are you doing the same thing to Jalen? If it's wrong to do that to Kimmy, why is it not wrong to do that to him? When you've been there. So you the last person to give advice about that. Leave that boy alone. If he's comfortable doing what he's doing, let him do it. He's not living in your house rent free. I'm more than sure because he got Kimmy for a mama. He paying for something. So let that boy alone. Stop meddling with that boy. Go meddle with your son. Where's Monster? Hashtag where's Monster? Hashtag where's Monster and send it to Maurice. I want to know what Monster at. Kiowa, is he with Kiowa? Anyway, so the girls retreat. And this was very interesting too, y'all. I was really hoping that there could be some resolution. That's what Aaliyah said everybody needed, a resolution. But unfortunately, we couldn't get the name one. So Tisha comes late and she blames it on the kids. Now, at first, I said that is some inconsiderate shit to do because them folks got there when it was still daylight. So you had to have been late as hell for you to have shown up when it's dark outside, and then they got to build a whole bonfire because they outside, they cold and shivering because your ass wanted to be late. But you had to deal with the kids, and I believe it. Because ever since Marceau threw her ass out without her winter coat, you got to deal with them kids. Anyway, so Letitia talks about a weird vibe being there because all of the ladies was having a good time. And like, that's the passive-aggressive shit that I'm talking about. Like, what did you want them to do, Letitia? It's not their fault you came late. Oh, well. Oh, well. Now it's not the time for you to come there with your negative Nancy attitude because the vibe was just fine with the three of them. Then you want to come in with your bullshit. I'm just saying. So then Letitia had to change outfits. I mean, I guess Letitia. And then the ladies were all playing the game. They was playing Twister. And I thought that everything was going to be good. What's good, Gigi with the juice? How you doing, sis? Y'all like this video up? Let me see how much these likes are. Since Gigi done came up in here. 102 likes is 185 of y'all. Give me up to 130 likes, y'all. 130 likes. 130 likes. That's where I thought everything was going to be good. Because all of the ladies was having fun. They was laughing. They was tangled up with each other. You know, coochies was touching coochies. Titties was touching titties. You know, chins was on cheeks. Like, everything was just fine. So then Destiny invites Ima. I'm all here for Ima, y'all. I didn't know Ima was a shaman, but it does make sense now. That's why she's so much about peace and balance and love and natural thing. And listen, there's nothing wrong with shamans. I didn't like how they tried to make shamans of the devil. It's nothing of the devil. It's not. All right. I like shamans. And that's why my spirit gravitates towards Ima. Ima ain't there to do no witchcraft, no voodoo, no hoodoo, or nothing like that. So the ladies talks about what their intentions are and for this trip, and they all give their separate intentions and blah blah blah. So then Letitia opens up about not having affection from Wanda growing up, and it makes total sense to me. Now it makes sense why Letitia is the way she is and why Wanda's the way she is. You know, that's why I didn't really appreciate Wanda trying to run down on Martell the way she did. Because, girl, you did the same thing. You was running out there tooting it and booting it, so much so to the point where you won't even show an affection to your daughter. Much like I said in my review, it's Eveline and Shanice all over again. Jennifer won't halfway line with what she said about that damn woman. I believed every word of it. And I believe every word of what Letitia had to say. Wanda was too busy running around here being a tirade, being in everybody else's damn business, that she wasn't tending to her daughter the way she should have. That's why she's walking around here being a pit bull in the skirt, and her daughter is everybody's doormat. I don't get it. I don't get it. Anyway, so Destiny opens up about Mel being so protective of her, and I really love that scene. And I saw Bondi's review, and I agreed with Bondi when she said how she really wished how we saw more of their friendship. I do too, because when they first got up here, we didn't see their friendship. We just saw her caping for Mel. That's all she did. She was all up under Melody's ass. You know what I'm saying? That's all we saw. It's like she didn't have a personality of her own. I feel like now that we're seeing Destiny's personality and I'm starting to like her, now I want to see her friendship with Melody, because I actually enjoyed seeing Melody and Kimmy and Destiny cackling and kicking with each other. I enjoyed seeing that. You know what I mean? Until Tisha came up in there and messed it up with her bad damn attitude. Anyway, Melody talks about how she gave her a card of misunderstanding. And Melody says she gave her that card because she felt like their whole issue started from a misunderstanding. She felt like the issue was way back when she felt like Tisha came to her feeling like she wasn't there for Letitia like how she used to be. And she said, but I had a lot of things in my stuff going on at the time, so I couldn't be there for her like that. And she took it, she twisted it, and she felt some type of way. And she said that's where the whole discord came in. Tisha felt like it was all BS. She felt like where things ended at were the things that she said, and how she felt like how once Martell and Marceau started chilling around each other, I guess something went on Marceau or something went on Martell or whatever the case may be. And then she got upset about Melody alluding to the fact of her husband cheating on her. This is my thing. Much like I said at the beginning of this whole thing, both of you women are wrong in that standpoint. Letitia, you was wrong for setting up there, breaking up the whole BMW thing, and for accusing Melody of wanting to sleep with your damn husband. Just like Melody is wrong for making, just like Melody is wrong for telling the truth about your damn husband. Because I believe it's the truth. I was going to say it's alleged, but I don't believe it's alleged. I don't believe it's alleged. I believe that Martell and Marceau was out there doing the same damn thing. And that's why Melody has so much of Marceau real tea. I do. That's why I never really understood how Marceau could be so bold to do a lot of the stuff that he was doing, like antagonizing Melody like he used to. I really didn't understand that. Anyway, girl, that was basically the end of the episode. You know, Destiny gave Letitia some really great advice when she told her, both of y'all are doing the same thing. Both of y'all want to be right, and both of y'all are not hearing each other. If both of y'all would just sit down, shut up, and hear what the other person is trying to say, y'all can come to some sort of resolution. But y'all can't, because both of y'all want to be right. And both of y'all can't be right. Somebody has to take the blame. And if it ain't one of y'all, both of y'all. Because both of y'all do share blame in this. Y'all do. Much like I said, Letitia, you and Marceau share a lot of the blame too. Y'all do. Because the minute that y'all saw cracks and crevices in their marriage, y'all went cackling about it to other castmates, a la Kimmy and Maurice. Y'all did. Not to say Not to say that Melody and Martell didn't deserve it, because let's not forget, they did get up on this thing with the perfect marriage, trying to have the perfect marriage, the perfect family, the perfect kids, the perfect household, the perfect image, the perfect this, the perfect that. Melody can tell you about your marriage, what you need to do, what you should do, what you can't do, what you would do. And the whole time, y'all had all this going on. So y'all damn sure ain't make it easy for people not to want to, read y'all down about y'all marriage, but they were still wrong for doing it. See, there you go. All of y'all take a share of the blame. If all of y'all take y'all share of the blame, y'all can get over this. Child, moving the hell on before they ring on my nerve. I ain't even finished my blunt yet. I ain't even got high yet. Quiet as kept. And they about to ring on my nerve with they fuck shit fuckery. Anyway, Real Housewives of Atlanta, y'all. Dear Lord God in heaven. Dear Lord God in heaven. Real Housewives of Atlanta. Scotty, if your rickety ass came up here on time, you would have known what we was talking about. How about that? Look in the chat, daughter. Anyway, come up here and start your stuff. I want this live to be monetized too. You got me up here laying you out. Anyway, you missed Housewives last night. Listen, you really ain't missed much. To be real with you. You really ain't missed much. They still arguing about the same thing, talk about the same thing. The only thing that was different was seeing Scent get married to Mike Hill. That was the only thing different. Other than that, it was still the same thing. Same storyline, same plot. But, it gave me something to talk about. Anyway, so Cynthia has her friends and family over down to her house for her rehearsal dinner and stuff like that. So then Cynthia is worried about the hurricane and about the Strippergate story. Quiet as it's kept, y'all. I'm sick of the damn Strippergate story. I knew this was going to happen. I said this was going to happen. And all of y'all jumped down my throat like, nah, it ain't. It's going to pick up. It's going to be good. You're going to see because more stuff going to come out. Give it a chance. Don't be negative. And blah, 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 blah. And what the hell happened? It's exactly what I said happened. I'm bored. We already know Portia and Tanya got their ass bust wide open like a blooming onion. They did. We know they did it. None of us is mad about it. So it's like at this point, why is this still an issue? And why should it still be a topic? Anyway, so they talk about Wendy Windbag Williams and her comments as it pertains to her having a large wedding during the pandemic. Listen, Windbag ain't said nothing different that ain't none of us said, Cynthia. So if you're going to be mad with Windbag, you may as well be mad with all of us because we all said the same thing, ain't he? All of us said the same thing. We sat around there having COVIDCon. Now, a lot of y'all got me together in the comments and said, production won't dare. That was regular footage. Well, then I guess the corona went from the footage to them, and then that's how they got it. Because the tea that I got was directly after that was when they had to stop filming. That was the tea I got. And the tea I got came from a reliable source. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's something to what the people said that maybe it is coming through the people 5G cell phones or something. I don't know. Anyhow, listen. It was real good to see Eva. Eva was there. Shout out to Eva. I don't care what nobody got to say about Eva. Eva is all right with me. Don't get me wrong. Now, she does have a bad habit of throwing a rock and in her hand. She does. But I prefer Eva and Drew way more than I prefer Drew and LaToya. Like, let's just be real. Anyway, so Shamia has a dinner party, I guess, at her house for the nieces of the group. and the nieces of the group contained of Shamia, Drew, Latoya, Portia, and MasterCard. Now, when they threw MasterCard in there, I was completely confused. Because she is the auntie with y'all. But, I mean, I get it. MasterCard Marlo is a ball of fun. Just make sure you watch your card. Had your cards, had your wallet, had your routing number, had your stimulus. All right? Had it, girl. What's good, Belize? I appreciate you for the super chat. Wow, thank you. Thank you. Anyway. So then Portia goes down this whole diatribe of how she feels like Kenya making up with Marlo is somehow hold on, y'all. Kenya making up with Marlo is what she say? Hold on, what my notes? Kenya making up with Marlo. No. She feels like Kenya is using Marlo. And she feels like it's being calculated. And then she got the nerve and the gall to come out of her face and call somebody, what'd she say? Weak and gullible. Listen, right? Portia, it take one to know one, sis. It take one to know one. You've been a gullible bitch since you've been up here. You've been gullible for Phaedra. You was gullible, still gullible for Nene. I don't know the fuck why, especially considering the whole time, the first part of last season, you didn't even want her ugly ass there. Then the minute she gave you a half-hearted ass apology, then you just accepted, and then you fell right back into your old gullible, weak, flunky, do-girl type of damn ways. You the last hoe that need to get up here calling anybody weak and gullible. Like when she said that, I had to think to myself. Because y'all know I wasn't doing reality TV in those times. I wish I was. Because I used to give Portia the business. Then she go get up here and got the nerve to call somebody weak and gullible. Girl, child, boo. Weak and gullible. Child. I hope Marlo read your ass. I hope Marlo read your ass down to your socks at the reunion for sitting up there and calling her weak and gullible. I hope she reads your ass down to the ground. Her and Kenya both. I hope they ragtag your ass worse than Kenya and Nene ragtag Kim Zolciak ass. Because you pissed me off with that. Weak and gullible. Child. Sitting up here fighting for a nigga that don't want your ass is weak and gullible. That's what's weak and gullible. You sitting up here fighting for a nigga that don't want you. Never wanted you. Because you thought that you was such a bad bitch that it was somehow gonna make your coochie a whole lot better. And he was getting your cooch and everybody else cooch at the same damn time while your ass was pregnant. And you still want to be with his ass. That's what's weak and gullible. The nerve of this whore. Calling somebody weak. They ought to gone back, digging in your... See, I knew Portia was going to find a way to ruin it. I've been on Portia's side all season. I knew she was going to find a way to ruin it. That really pissed me off. Let me move on. Anyway, Lord. So, Jesus Christ. Lord, she just made me so hot. Yeah. I would say lusting over a dirty, disgusting ass stripper is weak and gullible, but I can't say that. And we all know why. But y'all know what I mean. Weak and gullible. Anyway, so then they start playing the game, and then Marlo ran around the damn house with her titties off. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Marlo, you do got a nice set of titties. You do. You do. Now, I'm more than sure Dr. Miami or Dr. 90210 or Dr. Pimple Popper or Dr. Bombay or somebody gave you them nice set of titties, but nevertheless, you know, for your age bracket, you do carry a nice rack. I will give you that. Anyhow, so here's the thing that really weirded me out. So then LaToya starts running down on Kenya, because that's really what she did. She started running down on Kenya about how she's getting a divorce and how he's seeking for alimony and how he's seeking for full custody. And that maybe that's why Kenya is the way. Like, listen. Because, see, a part of me wants to give LaToya the benefit of the doubt. So a part of me wants to say, what she meant was she's going through a lot because of a divorce. And maybe that's why she's carrying things on the way that it is. Because if we continue to focus on Portia and Tanya, it'll keep the heat off of what she got going on between her and Miss Martina Daly and this damn divorce, because that's really what's going on. You know, like what Tacky Jezebel Giselle was doing on Real Housewives of Potomac, how she stirred up all this damn drama, caused Candace to get bopped upside her damn head by, you know, she caused all of that to keep the heat off of her and Jamal's non-existent relationship. You know, that's basically what Kenya is doing with this situation with the whole Strippergate thing. That's why. It's to keep them from asking questions about her divorce, which I'm not understanding why. Because anytime anybody had any problems with their marriage, Kenya had no problems with questioning and poking and prodding and wanting to talk and wanting to bring up and wanting to drudge up. But the minute somebody do the same thing to you, then all of a sudden you're attacked, then you're this, then you're that, and blah, 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 blah. I'm going to let it alone. I'm going to let it alone. I'm going to let it alone. But at the end of the day, LaToya, you was wrong as two left shoes. Because if she's supposed to be your sister, your best friend, your ride or die, your kitty clicker, or whatever the fuck she's supposed to be to you, why the hell would you go run off telling her business to bitches that you know don't like her? You know Portia don't like her. You know Drew don't like her. You know that. I don't really know where Shamia stand with Kenya, because whenever I see them, they hug each other, they talking, and they having a good time. So I'm assuming that they cool. And when it comes to her and Marlo, they just got cool. But you telling all of this woman business to two women that you know don't see it for her. Even Portia had to be like, okay, I'm confused. Like, I mean, are you on our side or are you on Kenya's side? Like, I was sitting here like I was trying to give her the benefit of the doubt and just chalk it down to you talk too much. Like, I think your intentions were in the right place, but you talk too much. But she got a pattern of this. LaToya, I can already tell that you're not going to be back next season. Either you're not going to be asked back, or women that got pulled aren't going to come back if you own the show. So, if I were you, I don't know how many episodes of this they got left. I really hope this situation made you pull back a lot. And maybe we could get to know you in enough time to maybe we could get to like you or something. Because as of right now, LaToya, yeah, I'm more than sure you're not going to be asked back next season. And it'll be all your fault. Because you don't know how to play the game. You don't know how to play the game. You don't. You don't. Like, at the end of the day, that didn't even have to be a topic of conversation. You actually were the one who brought that up, now that I think about it. They weren't talking about Kenya. They weren't talking about the Strippergate. Y'all was just setting up there. You was twerking all on, kitty clicking with Drew. That's why I say Drew just need to go on ahead and let you do it, because you always want to be on her puss any damn how. I mean, it was a good time, and you just had to ruin it. Anyway, Drew and LaToya got into it, and I don't blame it. I don't blame Drew for getting into it with you. I really don't. I really don't. I highly doubt Drew and LaToya are gonna fight. But if Drew and LaToya were to fight, who do y'all think gonna win? Put a 1 in the chat if you think Drew gonna win. Put a 2 in the chat if you think LaToya gonna win. So then Portia decides that she's gonna side eye LaToya. You know, she's gonna get her the cat eye, and I really don't blame her. I would too, because I don't know who she's loyal to at this point. It's obvious you're not loyal to Kenya, and I'm more than sure now that they know that they're gonna be careful with what they say around you, because if you have no business telling your friends business to us, we already know you don't mind telling our business to her. Anyway, Lord, it is finally 10/10/20. The day Cynthia has been waiting on. The day I've been waiting on, because all we've been talking about at the first part of this thing is Cynthia's wedding and then Bolo. So now we got 1 or 2 out of the way. This is Cynthia's wedding. Cynthia had a real beautiful wedding. I love Cynthia's dress. People said that Cynthia looked pregnant in it. I'm not gonna lie. You know who did give me pregnant vibes? Noelle. I don't know if y'all caught it, but when Noelle was in the back, when she had on the white silk robe, she had the fupa. And I kept looking at the TV like this. I'm like, I said, Noelle can't be pregnant because she's supposed to be a kitty clicker her damn self. So when did she start being a kitty clicker? Then reverted back to her old ways with dudes ain't managed to get like, I don't know. To me, she looked pregnant. And I'll talk about Noelle. I ain't talk about Cynthia. Cynthia said that she was bloated. I guess, Cynthia. I mean, I guess Noelle can use the same excuse. Maybe both of them was on their period, and it made both of them bloat. I don't know. I'm gonna let you have it, Cynthia. But I loved your dress. I love the bridesmaid dresses. I love the groomsmen, how they was, all put together. I love the colors and all of that. She had a really cute wedding. It was. So Drew can't sing no more. Why do y'all think now, Drew? You did all of these vocal exercises all at the table. You drank tea on every damn scene we see you in. And right now, when it gets time for you to sing, all of a sudden you can't sing. You ain't got no voice. You can't sing. Mama, I want to sing, but I just can't right now. I guess, Drew. Drew, listen, if you were stage fright, that's all you had to say. Ciao. Anyway, Cynthia's dad unfortunately wasn't able to come because of C19. I don't blame him. He's elderly, and if he don't have the vaccine, he sure don't need to be traveling anyway. That's just the nurse in me that's speaking. He's elderly, and I agree with him. You ain't got the vaccine, stay ass on. So Portia then talks about how uncomfortable it's gonna be down to the wedding with what's his name, girl? Dennis being there after what was, because apparently as soon as the whole stripper, her sleeping with Bolo came out, soon after that he posted single as fuck on Instagram, and then Portia felt the way about that, but I'm confused as to if y'all were broken. He says they weren't together, so I'm not understanding why they made her feel away if he posted that on IG. I mean, I don't know. So then Cynthia and Mike wed. Congratulations, Cynthia and Mike. Somebody was talking in that hot mic, baby, and that hot mic was booming. Somebody gave down encrypted details about, somebody playing with the man dick, and the man pulled the dick all out, and it was all by their face, and the man smacked them all in the face with it, and and all of the rest of that. He was curling their hair with it, and they was crochet blankets with his schlong and all the rest of that stuff in the damn hot mic. And I'm like, who the hell is sitting up here giving all of this information in this mic? And everybody said it was either Kenya or it was Eva. People say Eva. I heard it was Kenya. It was Eva. Okay, Eva was talking about it. How y'all know it was Eva? It wasn't. How y'all know it was Eva? Who told y'all it was Eva? It was Eva, but in the trailer, it was Candy and Kenya. Why did they cut that out? Oh, Eva was talking about it with Kenya and Candy. Eva was talking about it with Kenya and Candy. Oh, okay. All right, I guess. Well, listen, Kenya put her in it. Kenya didn't mind talking about it when they was at Cynthia's house for her wedding rehearsal down at her house when they was eating Papa John's pizza. that was their rehearsal dinner down at her house eating Papa John's with the garlic sauce. Anyway, so then Portia and Dennis meet for dinner. They could have cut this scene out. Like I said, Portia, if you want to talk about weak and gullible, this was listen. And Funky doesn't even say this all the time. The person with the least interest in the relationship holds the most power. And that's the truth when it comes between you and Dennis, and it bleeds. You sitting there crying, pouring your heart out. He's sitting there higher than the Cooter Brown, waiting to give you a toast. While you strumming your pain with your fingers, laying your heart out on the line, all he want to do is look at you with that half-hearted smirk on his face and do a damn toast. Now, to me, that's weak and gullible. I didn't understand the conversation. I didn't understand why it needed to be had. He not with you. You not with him. Y'all not together. He don't want you. And Portia, listen, I'm going to tell you what you really suffering from. Because you are at the beginning of this thing, he had money and you was ready to have a baby. So you didn't mind spreading your legs and busting your ass wide open for him and having a baby bound. Fine. You got that right. But you didn't think about the long-term aspect of it. Like, you didn't even know this man. You didn't know nothing about him. Candy tried to warn you about him. You didn't want to listen to nobody. Then you wanted to run off, get pregnant with him. Then want to get married to him. But the whole time he cheating on you with women down to the diner and all the rest of this. Like, but Marlo, the weak and gullible one, for making it up, making right with Kenya, as opposed to your storyline and what you got going on with that wiener schnitzel peddling ass man. Like I said in my review, that man looked just like a whole silverback encampment. And this is what you fighting tooth and nail to have. A nigga that ran out on you while you was 15 months pregnant with swollen ankles. He all down to the diner with bitches and shit. For one. Y'all, that was the end of the episode. I mean, the episode, it was all right. It was all right. I mean, I'm not going to complain because it wasn't bad. But, I mean, for what it was, I'll accept it. All right, this is the latest gag portion. Hold on. I got to timestamp it for publication's sake. All right. This is the latest gag portion, y'all. All right. So what did y'all think about last week's reviews of all these damn shows, child? Because they work my nerve to no end. Y'all said Eva was talking about it with guests? What guests? How do y'all know this? I'm the one with the connection down to the network. How y'all getting all this information? I didn't even get that information. How y'all getting all this information about it was with the, I mean, was it shown and I missed it? I don't know. All I know was somebody was allegedly it was Eva. Eva was running down the inner workings of what was going on down in that damn place. Dear God. Y'all get these likes up. It's 217 of y'all in here and 134 likes. Get me up. Get these likes up. Get them up, get them up, get them up, get them up, get them up. She was talking to a Krispy Kreme. Dear God in heaven. That's the last person she should have told this information to. Child. I guess Eva. I don't know how many kids Eva have. I think she got I think she got 2 from Kevin. I think it's 2 or 1. I think it's 2 from Kevin or 1. No, I think it's 2. And then I think she got 2 with the man she with now. I don't know. I could be wrong. She got 3, 2 sons and a daughter. Well, I know that daughter is Kevin's. So I guess these last 2 must be from what's his name? Peter, Paul, Pete, Sean, whatever his name is, child. I always felt like that man was he was white noise in the background. When he was up there for the season, I forgot all about she had a husband. She got 1 from Kevin, 2 by her husband. Kevin, that's his name. Kevin. His name, Michael. Oh, no, his name, Mike. His name, Mike. Okay, Mike. Man. Yeah, Kevin McCall went cray-cray. But he said it was her fault. He said that she put roots on him. Yeah, Alexandra Gurley, I saw that. Listen, I've been told y'all Jen Shaw was a piece of SHIT. I've been saying that. It doesn't surprise me. Damn so shouldn't surprise y'all. Yeah. I think next episode they're supposed to be going to New Orleans. I think. I could be wrong. You know, for this supposed to be the pandemic, them hoes is traveling a lot. I wonder if they're gonna drive again. I wonder is Kenya gonna charter another jet with Latoya? Child, Kenya don't see it for Latoya. But see, that's what Kenya get. That's exactly what Kenya get. Planes are full again except Delta. Ain't that some? I know y'all keep putting the same thing in the chat. We've already established she got 1 from Kevin and 2 from Mike. We got it. Child. Listen, if anybody gonna blame anybody for anybody or anything, I blame Candy. I blame Candy. Because at the end of the day, if Lord, I blame Candy Because if Candy would have never uprooted her sex dungeon from her entire basement to round there to the Isle of Palms in South Kakalaka, she never called Bolo, none of this would have never happened. So if we gonna blame anybody, I lay this all on Candy Doorstep. Period. Candy told production to leave. Candy was the one who taped up all the cameras that was in the house. Like Candy set it up for all of this to happen. Excuse me. Candy set it. And now let me tell you something else. Everybody wants to sit up and say, oh, the reason why Portia is denying it is because of Tanya and Tanya's relationship with Paul. Fuck Tanya. Tanya put herself in that. Tanya incriminated her damn self. Nobody brought Tanya's name up in the discussion. Nobody. So fuck Tanya. No, I'm not letting y'all skid by with that. Nah, Portia need to go on ahead and just own it. And if whatever happens between Tanya and Paul happens between Tanya and Paul. Paul can't get that damn angry. He wanted the cookie lady's cookies last season. So this season, Tanya wanted Bolo. All is fair in love and war. But at the end of the day, she don't need to go caping for Tanya because Tanya should have never put herself in that. Nobody brought Tanya's name up. So no, I'm not giving Tanya that. Nope, not doing it. Nope. At the end of the day, everybody grown. Everybody is an adult. Everybody is over the age of 21. As long as it was safe and it felt good, which I know it did, ain't no tea. Ain't no tea. It's only tea because y'all making the tea. Then I heard allegedly, because it is, Portia is allegedly done with the show. Portia, don't leave. Portia, I agree with Scotty with this one. Portia, this ain't nothing but your karma coming back to you. Remember, you went through the same situation when it came down to Candy. You did. You did. So I really don't think it's fair that now that you getting your karma for what you did to Candy, now all of a sudden you want to leave the show. Listen, it's not that big of a deal. Don't nobody care. Portia, if you slept with him, you slept with him. Don't nobody care. We do care that you lying about it. Stop lying. If you just go on ahead and admit it, what ammunition can anybody use? Can't nobody throw your tea in your face because you spilled your own tea. That's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. Can't nobody use nothing against you because you put it out there about yourself. Can't nobody use it against you. And it's only a read if you make it a read. Personally, again, I don't think it's a read. I really don't. You're grown. You at a bachelorette party. You were single. Liquor was involved. You got horny. You wanted to make. You was already lusting for that damn man anyway. You was lusting from the minute he walked in the door. You was already following the man on Instagram. So it's no, I just admit it. He was your crush. You wanted him. You had a chance to get him and you got him. Big damn deal. But this whole thing about she protected Tanya, fuck Tanya. Tanya put herself in that. Tanya incriminated herself. Nobody brought her up. Child. I want to know who slept with the strippers down at Mike party. Because I think Todd said that he was in charge of that, I think. I wonder who did anything with those strippers, child. You know, that ain't going to never come out. That ain't going to never come out. And it going to never come out what the men did, ever. Can't blame Candy when Todd, the one who told Candy to bring the dungeon. Okay, but so what? She still bought it. He can't tell her what to do. That's her house. That's her dungeon. He's just the occupant of it. All right? He can't make her do nothing. That's her dungeon. That ain't his dungeon. It ain't their dungeon. It's her dungeon. I keep trying to tell you she be having Todd in that swing. Y'all keep thinking I'm playing about that. She be having Todd in that swing. And her and Bolo take turns backshotting him. I ain't mad at Miss Todd. I like Miss Todd. I really do. Don't take no offenses to none of this. This jokes and gags. I actually like Todd a lot. Ciao. Man, Tanya can post however many pictures that she wants. It don't change the fact that she was getting bust down right beside Portia when it came to Bolo. It happened. It happened. Tanya had her first real piece of black dick. That's what Tanya had. I bet you Tanya's still thinking about it. Trust me. Tanya doing what she doing because for whatever reason, she still wants to be with Paul. Why? I don't know and I don't see it. But I guarantee you, she done bought that dude a pump or something. Because she bought him a pump or something. She trying to get him down to a bolo tie, I guarantee you. Nah, child. Tanya ain't never had nothing that big in her life, girl. Tanya don't know what to do with that. I'm just still mad that she put her. I don't know what made her incriminate herself like that. Like nobody said nothing to her. Nobody brought her name up. Nobody brought her the conversation. I'm not understanding why she incriminated herself like that. Child, look. Listen, I guess we'll never know. Tanya quit the show allegedly. Portia, don't leave the show. Portia, what do you have after this? Dish Nation? I wonder how long Dish Nation gonna continue to have you around now that you're not on the Housewives no more. I mean, I don't know. Portia, I really hope you didn't. I really hope you don't leave Housewives. I don't. I don't. I don't. That's why the best thing for you to do is just own it. You did it. You Portia, you did it. Portia, you did it. You did it. You did it. You did it, and Tanya was your accomplice. Y'all did it. Y'all did it. Just admit it. It ain't even that big of a deal, Portia. I swear it's not. I swear it's not. Lord, Dennis can't get mad. Can't nobody get mad. You was a single woman. Can't nobody get mad. Can't nobody get mad. Period. Y'all, that's all I have. Ain't got no more. Hey, Brandon. Brandon, you get up here right when I'm about to end it. I've been up here for an hour going on 30 minutes. I'm about to end this live because Bondi about to go live in another hour, I believe. So I want to give y'all a chance to leave and rest yourselves and all that, and then go hit up her channel and tell her I sent you because she'll treat you right. So listen, you guys, I'm about to go ahead and end this. This was a lot of fun. I definitely appreciate you all rocking with me on the Mondays like we normally do. I appreciate you guys for the super chats that y'all was laying off on me. I definitely appreciate that. I got the cash apps, y'all. A couple of y'all sent me cash apps. I normally acknowledge it, but I didn't because I was too busy running my trap. But I'm acknowledging it now. I appreciate you guys for the cash apps. I thank y'all for that. The panel will go on tonight as per usual. on Scotty by Nature TV. I believe it's going to be at 8:05, 7:05 Central Time. The 05 come in because they're always late. Niecy is also going live in 30 minutes to do her Real Housewives of Atlanta review. So y'all can jump back and forth between her and Bondi if y'all so choose to. Shout out with Gigi with the Juice for being up in the chat. Y'all hit her up for the show reviews. She does great reviews as well. Tell her I sent you, share, treat you right. Shout out to all of my mods, Urel and Jason. Shout out to Scotty for blowing through around yonder. I don't think I missed anything. Nah, I ain't missed no announcements. Yeah, I think that's it, you guys. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Y'all be good. Y'all be safe. Continue to wash your hand. Wear your mask. I don't care what the people say. Wear your mask. And hopefully I will see y'all tonight on Scotty by Nature TV channel. 8:05, 7:05 Central for the panel. Do not be late. Wow. I love you guys. Y'all be good.